Damon Dame Dash is driven by two things, money and women. And both of these things have gotten him into a whole lot of trouble. The Harlem native and his former business partner, Jay-Z, built an empire that was worth an estimated $500 million. He eventually blew his fortune, and his baby mama's ex-wife and various other women continued to pull him in and out of court. This is a story about a man who not only has jacked up his love life, but has been the center of some serious allegations. Feeling hungry? Head over to rrgsnacks.com to purchase a bag of our gourmet popcorn. Available in several flavors. Now you can enjoy our super messy videos all while getting your grub on. Use code POPPIN20 to receive 20% off your first order. Dame's troubles started during his adolescence years. He got kicked out of Dwight School in Manhattan for having bad grades and poor behavior. His mom passed away from asthma when he was 15, and things only got worse from there. According to court documents obtained by the Washington Post, in 1987, 16-year-old Dame allegedly took advantage of a 14-year-old girl at a summer camp. The case never went to trial, and when the Post asked Dame about the allegations, he simply said, "Someone accused me of doing something I didn't do, and it was thrown out of court." It's unclear exactly when Dame's first real relationship began, but a woman named Linda Williams told Radar Online that she and Dame dated for 10 years. In November 1991, she gave birth to their son, Damon Dash Jr., also known as Boogie. That relationship fizzled, and Dame moved on with Rachel Roy, a recent college grad who was working as an intern at Roc-A-Fella, the clothing brand founded by Dame and Jay-Z. Rachel became pregnant, and 1 month before she gave birth, his first baby mama Linda took him to court and was awarded $3,766 per month in child support. In December 1999, Rachel gave birth to their daughter Ava. The extent of Dame and Rachel's romantic relationship is unclear, but we do know that he admired her drive and dedication to his clothing brand. She worked her way up from intern to creative director of Roc-A-Fella Women's and Children's Division. But before their daughter's first birthday, Dame had already moved on. He told Billboard that in the summer of 2000, he met 21-year-old Aaliyah through his accountant. From there, they formed a tight friendship. As 29-year-old Dame got to know Aaliyah more, his feelings grew stronger. He wasn't the only man that was interested in her, though. Dame told Page Six his 30-year-old business partner Jay-Z had his eye on her as well. Dame said, "He was trying, I was trying, everybody was trying." Even though Dame and Aaliyah appeared to be an item and were spotted out frequently, he told Page Six they were never obligated to each other and they didn't have any titles. He said their relationship was all about laughing and having fun. During most of their time together, Aaliyah was filming movies, recording music, and shooting music videos while Dame was managing his businesses. He told Billboard that Aaliyah was gone for months at a time, but whenever she was back in town, they cherished every moment they spent together. Dame felt their next step would be for them to get engaged, and they talked about getting married as soon as their schedules cleared up. Sadly, their plans were cut short on August 25, 2001, when Aaliyah and 8 other people lost their lives in a plane crash.
And I miss her. I always miss her. I've never come across anyone like her.
It appears that after Aaliyah passed away, Dame decided to play the field. He was linked to multiple women, including supermodel Naomi Campbell, but his time as a carefree bachelor hit a serious roadblock. On December 31, 2002, a model named Christy Thompson was on location in Brazil to work on an undisclosed job for Naomi. That night, she and a friend decided to attend a high-profile New Year's Eve party on one of the islands off the Brazilian coast. The party was thrown by New York millionaire Mario Granero, and some of the attendees included the President of Brazil and Dame. In court documents, Christy alleged that Dame approached her numerous times and asked her if she would go to bed with him. She denied his advances 3 times. After the party, she went back to her hotel, which is on another island. She enjoyed 8 glasses of champagne and admitted to taking half of an ecstasy tablet. She fell asleep, and when she woke up, she noticed her friend had brought Dame into their hotel room. Christie claimed that during the early hours of January 1, 2003, Dame took advantage of her. When she woke up a few hours later, she said she knew something terrible had happened. She filed a $15 million suit in a Manhattan Supreme Court. Dame tried to get the case moved to Brazil where the alleged event happened, but his request was denied. In the end, Christie failed to show up to a compliance conference, and the suit was dropped. In a 2004 interview with the Washington Post, Dame made it clear that he was still playing the field, but he wasn't opposed to being in love again. Tabloid magazines still linked him to Naomi, and there were rumors that he was also hooking up with Victoria Beckham. But she was happily married at the time, and Dame said he was trying to help her with her music career. And what about his baby mama Rachel? She was reportedly holding on to the relationship for dear life. According to People magazine, they were still dating to some extent, although most people in New York were unaware that they were even an item. A source told the magazine he has a family loft in Tribeca and a singles loft across the street where he would go with women he picked up. Dame got sloppy, and in December 2004, a woman named Cindy Morales gave birth to a child named Lucky, and Dame,
"You are the father."
People magazine reported Rachel gave Dame an ultimatum, and just 1 month after Lucky was born, Dame and Rachel got married in Mexico. Dame continued to focus on his business dealings, while Rachel launched her own fashion line. Dame was running so many companies, and many of his investments began to go sour. By 2008, he owed the state of New York $2 million in taxes and owed money to various lawyers and landlords. According to the Village Voice website, a bank was trying to foreclose on 2 of his properties, and a judge ordered a seizure on his Chevy Tahoe. His family was growing, and his expenses were adding up. He was awarded custody of his son Boogie, and Rachel gave birth to Dame's 4th child in May 2008. On a quest for more cash, Dame sold half his stake in Rachel's clothing brand. His equity in that business wasn't the only thing he lost. In 2009, Rachel filed for divorce after 4 years of marriage. Not only did he have to deal with the divorce proceedings, but Boogie's mom kept him in and out of court for custody issues as well. In one court battle, Linda claimed Dame was an unfit parent after he allowed 17-year-old Boogie to DJ inside a nightclub on New Year's Eve. Things between Dame and Linda got worse in 2009 when he had her locked up on phony charges. According to Page 6, Dame contacted the cops and told them Linda was harassing him via email. When Dame couldn't show proof of the emails to the court, the charges were dropped. Linda clapped back by suing him for $1 million for having her falsely locked up. And in the end, the judge ordered Dame to pay her $50,000 in damages. In 2014, it was reported that Dame owed $3 million to the IRS. He was still on the hook for Rachel's alimony payments, and Rachel was eventually awarded full custody. As of this video, Dame and Rachel continued to battle it out over custody of their youngest daughter. Even though he was involved with some bad deals, Dame is a businessman, and he's always looking for the next great idea. The 43-year-old launched a lifestyle brand named Poppington and hired a 29-year-old woman named Raquel Horn to be his assistant's intern. And you already know what happened next. He and Raquel started hooking up. During his appearance on Growing Up Hip Hop, not only does Dame display his messy relationship with his children, but Raquel admitted she communicates with Aaliyah's spirit. Raquel stated, "I ask Aaliyah for advice, and she usually answers." Raquel quickly climbed the ranks and became his accountant. She started handling media inquiries and was even by his side in November 2019 when he had 2 warrants for his arrest and owed nearly $400,000 in back child support to his ex-wife Rachel and his baby mama Cindy. During an interview with Baby by Hatch website, Raquel revealed that after 3 years of trying to have a baby, they started IVF treatments. In 2019, Raquel got pregnant, but unfortunately, she had a miscarriage when she was 7.5 months pregnant. Raquel said Dame was the most dedicated and supportive partner during that time, but they also had other issues to deal with. In December 2019, a photographer by the name of Monique Bunn filed a suit against Dame, Raquel, and their company, Poppington. In her complaint, Monique stated that just a few months prior, Dame hired her to shoot pictures for his new campaign, and he allowed her to stay in the home he shares with Raquel. Monique said Dame was smoking and drinking all day. That night, she went to sleep in Dame's daughter's room. Dame eventually made his way into the room and placed his hands on various areas of Monique's body without her consent. In official court documents obtained by RRG, Monique stated she continued to stay at their home after the alleged incident took place. Dame gave her a company credit card to purchase equipment at an Apple store, but after they got into an argument about some charges that Dame didn't approve of, he and Raquel kicked Monique out of their home. Monique alleges they didn't allow her to collect her belongings, so she's seeking $50 million in damages. As of this video, the case is still pending. Dame and Raquel had great news to report in November 2020 when Raquel gave birth to Dame's fifth child, Dusko. They got engaged in February 2021, and as of this video, their relationship is still going strong. As they work together on Dame-TV, a lifestyle streaming service, we wish them and their family nothing but the best.